Hello everybody, and welcome back to the Kingdom Hearts 2 playthrough. There's only one way for us to go, and so we must take it. There is only one member of the organisation left standing, Xemnas. So it's time for us to head and maybe take him on, maybe not, we will see very soon. Also, be prepared for so many cutscenes. Like, I think technically the next 10-ish minutes are cutscene. So, so much plot. So much convoluted plot as well, but it's lovely and brilliant. And also slightly heartbreaking.
I'm a fool. I spent years studying the workings of the heart. Yet it seems I still haven't learned a thing.
What do you mean?
The process of encoding hearts is incalculable. The inhabitants of my Twilight town were data created from real hearts. I was convinced that they would think and behave the way I had envisioned, but I couldn't have been more wrong. A heart is so much more than any system. I saw it when Roxas and Kairi crossed paths. I knew, but I was too stubborn to accept it. It's always the same. I try to wrap my mind around things my heart already knows, only to fail. While I was trying to bring Sora back, I had so many plans in store. But once Sora was an acting force, they fell apart. All my research amounted to nothing compared with that one boy's heart.
Ansem, I'm ashamed.
All the more proof that hearts cannot be contained by data. Run, my friend. It's going to self-destruct, and anything could happen.
But, Your Majesty!
Sora, the rest is up to you. And Roxas, I doubt you can hear me. But I am sorry.
Ansem!
My heart is telling me what I must do. Please allow me to do what it says.
No! Riku!
His heart's decided. We can't change that.
I was wondering who would dare interfere with my kingdom hearts. And look, here you all are. How convenient for me. Ansem the Wise. You look pathetic.
Have your laugh. I deserve as much for failing to see you for the fool you are.
Students do take after their teachers. Only a fool would be your apprentice. After all, none of this would have happened without you. You are the source of all Heartless. It was your research that inspired me to go further than you ever dared.
I admit, my disregard brought chaos to more worlds than one. But what were you seeking? You erased me from the world, only to take my name and continue research better left forgotten. Is this the answer you've been looking for?
All that and more. I'm carrying on what you yourself began, and I'm creating a brand new world, one heart at a time. I thought you'd praise me, but all you ever do is hold me back. I understand, though. Unlike me, you have a heart, and you're powerless to control it. Consumed by the jealousy you feel toward the student who surpassed you.
Xehanort, foolish apprentice of a foolish man. You have surpassed nothing, only proved how little we both know. We may profess to know the heart, but its essence is beyond our reach. We're both ignorant, as oblivious as when we began. I'm afraid that any world you try to create, any world of yours, would be an empire of ignorance. That is why you and your creation are destined to fall. We've said enough. Riku, you know what to do. King Mickey, my friend, forgive me. Farewell.
Yes, try to go to the thing that's about to explode. Be an excellent plan. Also, I have to say, Kingdom Hearts has a real big obsession with big blinding light explosions that are always very pretty. Don't know why, but they just love it. Also, Kingdom Hearts is completely wrecked and all the hearts are being released. Although, yeah, it's not going to end well, because all it's going to do is create loads and loads and loads and loads of Heartless. But at least it stops Xemnas from achieving his plan immediately, and it gives us more time to beat his ass. But also, as you can probably see, Ansem's little explosion has done a lot of good.
Riku!
Because Riku is back to normal.
Riku! Wow!
Riku!
Ansem did say anything could happen.
Riku, you gonna take that off? Oh. What was that?
His eyes couldn't lie.
Lie? And just who were you trying to fool? Huh? Huh? Myself. Riku, come on, man. Why did you try to do so much on your own? You've got friends, like us. Have you forgotten? I'll tell you why. 'Cause I'm not a total sap like you. Say that again. What should we do, Riku? We must defeat Xemnas. He's the organization's last survivor. Right. Come on.
So yes, Riku is back to Riku. And we can have him as a party member, and this is awesome, because Riku is glorious. He's just an absolutely amazing party member. And he's basically staying here until the end of the game. Now, something that I haven't actually been able to bring up at all, because, I mean, Riku hasn't been speaking like Riku until kind of very recently. But Riku is, as he was in the original Kingdom Hearts, voiced by David Gallagher. Who, at least for people who play video games and stuff, basically Riku is his only known role. But he's been in a lot of kind of TV and stuff. So he's Simon Camden in Seventh Heaven, Mikey Ubiako or whatever in Look Who's Talking Now, Kevin Harper in Angels in the End Zone, and Richie Rich in Richie Rich's Christmas Wish. As well as Donnie in Super 8, which is the film. And yeah. So I mean, he's been in some stuff, but Riku is the main thing that I think most people would recognise him in. Also during that cutscene we got to hear Riku's theme, which is just called Riku, which is... it's nice. I like it. Also, this limit. It's glorious in its over-the-topness. It's just insane. And to be perfectly honest, I like that as time has gone on, Kingdom Hearts' attacks have just gotten more and more and more ridiculous. It's brilliant. It's also just an excellent way of taking rid of enemies, because they just don't stand a chance. Now, also, whilst we're here, I should probably bring up Xemnas' voice actor, because I also haven't been speaking about him. So, Xemnas is and has been pretty much ever since voiced by Paul St. Peter, who you'd most likely recognise as Leomon in Digimon Adventure and Digimon Tamers, Wormmon, Stingmon, Paladramon, Imperial Dramon in Digimon Adventure 2, Diaboramon and sort of his other incarnations in Digimon the movie. He's in a lot of Digimon stuff. It's insane. He's also Imakurusu in Ghost in the Shell Standalone Complex. He's apparently the nine-tailed fox in Naruto. He's Punch in Cowboy Bebop, Grand Fisher in Bleach, South Burning in Mobile Suit Gundam 0083. He's Nolan in Baton Kaitos Origins. He's Innkeeper in Bravely Default. He's Gregor and Laurent in Fire Emblem Awakening. He's the Announcer in Soul Calibur 5. And he's Duke Barbara in Tales of the Abyss. Which is yay! Also, this is basically our final standard room of the game. As soon as we get to the end of here, the final boss awaits. And I have to say, I do love this area, like, it's just so weird. And just, I mean, this entire kind of corridor is a challenge because you are thrown a lot of nobodies. And there are a lot of sorcerers, and putting sorcerers in conjunction with other nobodies is challenging. I mean, I think sorcerers and dancers is probably one of the most evil combinations you can get. I don't know whether that does ever quite happen, but it's just like, ah. But yeah, we're so close to the end of the game now, it's just unreal. Like, it doesn't feel like it's... well, it does feel like it's been that long since I started this. But, like, it's just flown. I mean, there's still a little ways to go, because even though we're going to get to the final resting point at the end, by the end of this video, there's still extra stuff that I want to cover before we tackle the final boss. But it's just, it's so weird to think that this is nearly done. Like, it's insane. Now I should probably bring up, with just relating to Riku quickly now, is that I really like his design in this game. It's really cool. I'm not quite sure how he was the one who kind of grew a ridiculous amount. I mean, I know he's older than Sora and Kairi and stuff, but like, what a growth spurt that just kind of comes out of nowhere. It's slightly bizarre, but it is cool. I'm not quite sure what the revealing of the belly button is for, because pretty much most guys would never wear anything like that. Well, I mean, obviously, most guys probably wouldn't be wearing what Zora's wearing, but like, Riku's is a reasonably normal-looking costume, apart from the displayed belly button, which is just bizarre. But anyway,
Sora, Riku!
We're nearly there.
There's gonna be no end to this.
Together we can stop them.
Be gone from here. Leave these creatures to us.
But there's no way we could take them all.
I will be sending them after Xemnas. Or perhaps you would rather fight them yourself.
Frankly, my dear, I'd rather run.
Off with you then.
Well, if it ain't the Boat Boy King.
Time to weigh anchor, Captain Pete.
What, like abandoned ship? I don't think so.
Sora, your majesty, do not forget, when I've destroyed them all, this castle shall be mine!
Now looky here. Opportunities like this don't come along every day, you know. Bring 'em on!
We gotta hurry.
But
They're doing what their hearts command. We can't interfere.
I have to say, I really do like that. Well, Maleficent and Pete essentially sacrificed themselves. And it kind of... it's that same kind of nice moral grey area that Ansem sits in. Where it's just like, they're evil and they're doing everything for their own goals, but, like, they still have a knowledge of what's more evil than them, and will work together with others should the need arise, and sacrifice themselves. I mean, they do survive and appear later down the line, but I do like that, although it's slightly disappointing that Maleficent and Pete's entire plot during Kingdom Hearts 2 is literally just like, we want a new castle, let's try and take over everything, but that's kind of the extent to it. They're a little bit useless, but still nice to have them here. Also, tough crud, Xemnas. That's what you get.
Go forth and bring me more hearts.
Think you're a wee bit delusional, dude.
Denizens of light.
Also, this cutscene's just so epic.
Why do you hate the darkness?
Huh, we don't hate it. It's just kinda scary. But the world's made of light and darkness. You can't have one without the other, 'cause darkness is half of everything. Sorta makes you wonder why we are scared of the dark.
It's because of who's lurking inside it.
Then allow me another question. You accept darkness, yet choose to live in the light. So why is it that you loathe us who teeter on the edge of nothing? We who were turned away by both light and dark, never given a choice.
That's simple. It's because you mess up our worlds.
That may be. However, what other choice might we have had?
Just give it a rest. You're nobodies. You don't even exist. You're not sad about anything.
Very good. You don't miss a thing. I cannot feel sorrow. No matter what misery befalls the worlds, no matter what you think, what you feel, or how you exist.
Guys!
And so, here we go, stage 1 of our fight with Xemnas. Music for this fight is disappeared, and it is also the same music that is played, I believe, during the fight with Xemnas that appears in Kingdom Hearts 1 Final Mix. Although at that point he was, I believe, the unknown figure. Or mysterious figure, or whatever you want to call him. Now, the gimmick of this battle is the skyscraper, and basically, after so long of fighting Xemnas, he'll put like a timer on you, and you have to get to the skyscraper and activate the reaction command in time before it kills you. And then when you were on that reaction command, basically you've got to choose when you do the timing of the reaction command, because the longer you wait, the different... you basically get different reaction commands to pull off. Now, in the grand scheme of things, this fight is not too bad. Like, as long as you kind of keep on top of your health, and just know that Xemnas is quite aggressive, and just kind of attack him after combos are finished, you should be okay. Although that bloomin' barrier attack is really irritating. And I think for a first phase, this is quite cool. It's not quite kind of epic just yet. I think it's more foreboding than anything. And just slightly creepy. Also, you should be able to tell when Xemnas is about to pull his... well, that's basically the signal for get to the skyscraper to begin your face down. Now, I believe that there's about maybe 3 different reaction commands that you can pull. And I believe it's... Breakthrough is certainly one that you want to pull because it gives you a small frame in which you can attack Xemnas, but I believe there is also one further where you can actually damage him. And I think it is quite kind of painful to him. Now, small little interesting fact is that so all of the organisation members have titles, as I've been kind of stating and stuff. But Xemnas is the last to receive an English translation of his title, because while in the opening of Kingdom Hearts 3 for over 2 days, every single member's title appears in the Japanese version, it's not in the English version. So, Xemnas' title, it's not in this game. So, the only point at which it was introduced was in Kingdom Hearts 1.5 HD Remix, and his title is Superior of the In-Between. And yeah, Xemnas is awesome. And he's very nearly dead. Told you, it's not that difficult of a fight. You've just gotta make sure you watch yourself, really. But there we go. Phase 1 is complete.
Sora, answer me!
You're okay.
Where's Xemnas?
Hear me, Kingdom Hearts. It seems we must begin anew. But know this. I will give to you as many hearts as it takes. Mark my words. You can no more be complete without me than I without you. Heed me, Kingdom Hearts. Lend me your power so that we may be complete. The power to erase the fools that hinder us.
Goodness, no!
Hearts quivering with hatred.
Xemnas, don't!
Hearts burning with rage.
You never win!
Hearts scarred by envy. That fool Ansem said the heart's true nature was beyond his understanding. But it's not beyond mine. Hearts are the source of all power.
Xemnas, you can't hide from us!
We're not gonna let him get away now.
Look at that!
What's going on?
Kingdom Hearts.
Let's go. Xemnas must be inside.
The worlds gave us this doorway. They want us to be the guardians of their destiny.
Once we go through, there's no turning back. It's victory or oblivion. So, Sora, are you ready?